retribus nobis, Domine Nemelis iniquitatem nostrarum antiquarum situanticisem nos misericordiae Tuae, quia peres factis sumus nimis, adiuveros Deus, salutaris noster, et propter gloriam Dominis Tui Domine, libera nos, et propitius est peccatis nostris, propter nomen If our righteousness does not surpass that of the Pharisees and of the scribes, then we have a surprise awaiting us. That is a clear warning. What were the Pharisees and the scribes? Professionals. They had a great eye for detail, but the big bit seemed to be missing at times, and it can be also our case. Those who are engaged in the work of the Lord can have an eye for detail, but something can be missing. But all Christian life has to be, yes, taking account of the detail, but taking account above all of the new commandment. And in that we see why this crescendo that we have in today's Gospel makes a lot of sense. We must remember that the author here, St. Matthew, is a Jew, and he's quoting a Jew in a Jewish mode. And so we have Jewish words. So we need to transliterate and transpose. We have this term here, Raka. I went back to the translation back into Hebrew, and I noticed that that was the exact word that was there. And it's a Hebrew word based on emptiness and therefore stupidity. Something which is rak is thin and feeble, weak. So we can see the force of that. It would have the force of something detestable, even abominable. It's an insult. Then we have this other one, moros in Greek. That gives us actually the current insult, moron, a stupid thing. So it's that, an idiot. It's belittling. But the force of the Hebrew, and I looked up, and it goes back into this word in the Hebrew. It's naval, and it's by meaning impious, an atheist basically, someone without God, a renegade. So it's going higher. It's somebody who's beyond the pale. But we forget that the first one is not without importance. It's to be angry with one's brother. Now there seems to be an uncertainty in the reading there. Without cause comes in some ancient manuscripts. Be that as it may, the angry soul is already full of interior insults anyway. The next stage is to let them slip out. How many in prayer mode are ruminating hurts received and internally acting accordingly? All, of course, in prayer. And then it goes into the consequences. The fire of Gehenna. It would have been linked actually with sacrifice to Moloch way back. Now, this is actually a place and a word found, strangely enough, also in the Quran. Not surprisingly in a way, because Arabic and Hebrew are both Semitic languages. And the awareness of a place of retribution is there in humankind from time immemorial. One natural proof is that quite a few places on earth are known as Bocca Inferni, or the equivalent, the mouth of hell. They are places where volcanic heat, smells, flames, whatever, come out. And if one jumps in, one goes down into the bowels of the earth. So, the experience is as old as man, the other side. But we forget that this issue of anger and unforgiveness is possibly a cause for getting into that wrong area of the cosmos forevermore. It's only internal to start off with, but it can go into relationships and contaminate our being when not handled evermore. And there are cases, we know that, of people who have lost their soul through unforgiveness. Indeed, in fairly recent times, a priest, Father Joseph in Kerala in India, had one of his experiences of dying because of an accident, and he saw people in that place and was given to understand while there what they were there for, and one of them was unforgiveness. So in this Lent we need to look at this specific issue. I remember being told this years ago at the beginning of a retreat by my novice master in France. The devil has no fear whatsoever of general resolutions, but he becomes very nervous about specific ones. Questo Vangelo ci mette in guardia contro il peccato della mancanza di fraternità e di perdono. C'è un crescendo nella lingua ebraica e greca, perché Matteo ha scritto inizialmente le parole stesse del Signore e anche in greco escono fuori. I termini sono riprodotti qui. E vediamo che la conseguenza non è banale, finisce col fuoco dell'inferno, la Gehenna. E questo termine si trova anche nel Corano. Interessante, perché sono lingue semitiche. E dunque l'esperienza dell'uomo è uguale per tutti i secoli. La prova è che si vedono sul pianeta posti vulcanici che hanno questo elemento della bocca dell'inferno. La gente li chiama così perché sono aperture all'interno della terra, una cosa tremenda. E che il Signore ci metta in guardia contro questo a causa della mancanza di perdono e una segnaletica chiara che questa strada non è sicura. Mi ricordo della parola del mio maestro novizi in Francia anni fa, all'inizio di un ritiro annuale. Il demonio non ha minimamente paura di risoluzione generali, ma diventa un po' nervoso davanti a risoluzioni specifiche. Ubi caritas et amor, ubi caritas Deus ibi est, ubi caritas et amor, ubi caritas Deus ibi est, ubi caritas et amor, ubi caritas Deus